Hey guys, JustinSlaght here. This is my review of Iron Man 3. Alright, little bit of background. I need to go a little bit fast, so I'll give you the premise. The first Iron Man, I really loved it. I thought it was a great origin story. I thought Robert Downey Jr. was fantastic in it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was clever. I thought it was a unique insight into Tony Stark's life. It was a really good movie, and it was probably one of the best superhero movies of all time. Iron Man 2, it was kind of disappointing. I don't have as much hatred for it as a lot of people do. I just thought it was really boring. Um, there were some funny parts. There was a lot of good action at the end, but overall, it was just a dumb kind of movie. Alright, so let's talk about Iron Man 3. If you don't know the story to Iron Man 3, I will sum it up. It takes place, I assume, a couple months after the events of the Avengers. Tony Stark is going through PTSD, and he has anxiety attacks because of the events of the Avengers, because he almost died. Spoiler. Excuse me. Then a new terrorist comes to town called the Mandarin. There's been a lot of bombings in the area, and it's all because of him. Meanwhile, an old friend of Pepper Potts, Killian, comes in, and he's showing her a new thing called Extremis, which is kind of like a superhuman type of regenerating cell that goes into your body, and it regenerates your body part and stuff. It turns out it's just a deadly virus. I don't want to say too much because that would be going into spoiler territory, and I don't like giving out spoilers unless I make a spoiler video, which I never do. So, my general opinion of the movie: I like it. I think it's a good summer movie. I think it's a good action movie. I think that it's better than Iron Man 2. I think it's a great start to the summer lineup of 2013, and I think it's also a good way of starting phase 2 of the Avengers. Let me go down the list here. I think that there are some cool characters and there's some good acting. I think Guy Pearce, who plays Killian, I think he does an amazing job, even though at the beginning of the movie he looks like Edward Nygma from Batman Forever. That's kind of weird. But I think he's really good. Don Cheadle returns as War Machine. I think he's very good in the movie. Rebecca Hall, who, if you don't know who that is, she was in The Town with Ben Affleck. She is a beautiful actress, and she's really good in this. Gwyneth Paltrow is actually really good in this. I've never liked her as a romantic... I mean, not as an actress, but I never liked her as a romantic lead in the movie. But in this, Tony Stark and her have some genuine moments where it looks like they are actually together. They feel like an actual couple. I think Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin, I thought he was good. I think that there's a lot of good action. There's a lot of good effects. Oh, and I also forgot, Jon Favreau returns as Happy. I think he was really funny. In fact, I think he was the funniest. Excuse me. I thought he was the funniest in this movie than he was in the other two movies. I'm trying to go really fast here. I thought the last action set piece, very well done. I absolutely enjoyed it. Then there's a couple of complaints I have. Before I start, this has a new director, Shane Black, who, if you don't know, boy, he did. The only thing I know he did was he did a movie called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which had Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer. It was really good, and they get to work together again. And it shows here he knows how to direct him, and he makes Tony Stark more vulnerable than he's ever been in the other two movies. He feels like he has emotions. He's not just a heartless dick. But there's a couple of things about him, and that leads to some of my complaints. Shane Black loves Christmas. Every single one of his movies, it has something Christmas related. And they do it in this, and it's not a distraction. I mean, if that's one of your main complaints, that's just retarded. I'm sorry, that's just dumb. But it's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. And you're like, I mean, they do some Christmas jokes in the movie that are actually funny, but there's just a lot of Christmassy shit in the movie. I thought it slowed way down towards the middle. But not as bad as Iron Man 2 did. Iron Man 2 was just too much talking going on. I mean, it kind of felt like there were two people talking over each other the entire movie. It was just ridiculous. It was all over the place. But in this, I thought they did an okay job with some of the dialogue. I mean, there's a lot of jokes that are funny, but most of them fall flat in like the second act. The extremist thing, it goes a little bit overboard near the end of the movie. It's just ridiculous. It's definitely the most comic booky of the other two movies, which that can be a positive and a negative. But to me, I'm more on the positive side of it. Well, lots of plot holes. I can't talk about it because I don't want to give away spoilers. And they do something at the end that will probably piss a lot of people off. I wasn't mad, but I questioned it. But outside of that, I really don't have anything else to say. I mean, I could go on longer, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. I thought, okay, to sum it up, my rating of the movie is going to be... Ooh, this one's hard. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. And I'm only going to give it 2 thumbs up because it's a summer movie. If this came out in August or September or something, I would probably give it a thumbs up. But because it's in the summer, I'm going to be nice and I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's a lot of fun. Definitely better than Iron Man 2. It's funny as shit, too. The action is really good. There's 2 creative action scenes that are really well done and well directed. The bad guys are awesome. The chemistry between Stark and Pepper Potts was really, really good. The new characters are really good. And I think that this is a great start to Phase 2 of the Avengers. This movie is not super fantastic, but it gets the job done, and it's a very well put together movie by Shane Black. He did a great job, and I hope he does more movies like this. I really do. And that's it. That's all I can say. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Well, that's my review of Iron Man 3. Thank you so much for watching. I am JustinSlaght. Take care. Oh, and also for my subscribers, this is only for you guys. I have something planned next week. You'll really dig this. You'll really like this. That's all I'm going to say. As of now, take care and have a great, great day.